Hello friends, it's me Habiba, your host, and you are watching Movie Movies. From now on, you people are going to hear the review on Hollywood movies, especially the horror movies. So today I'm going to give you the review of the movie Hereditary. Hereditary movie was released on 8 June 2018 in US. This movie is one of the most disturbing movie of the year 2018. They also said that people couldn't even watch the movie till the end and they left the theaters in the middle of the movie. It's a creation of A24 Studios, which have also made the movie It Comes at Night, which was an amazing movie of the year 2017. So, let's talk about the cast of the movie. Toni Collette is playing the role of Annie Graham, who is a miniaturist artist. Gabriel Byrne as Steve Graham, who is Annie's psychiatrist husband. Alex Wolff as Peter, who is Annie and Steve's 16-year-old son. Millie Shapiro as Charlie, who is Annie and Steve's 13-year-old daughter. And Dowd as Joan, who is a support group member who apparently is a friend of Annie. So let's begin with the plot of the movie. A miniaturist artist, Annie Graham, lives with her husband, Steve, their 16-year-old son, Peter, and 13-year-old daughter, Charlie. At the funeral of her secretive mother, Ellen, Annie delivers a funeral speech explaining their fraught relationship. Shortly after, Steve is informed that Ellen's grave has been robbed, while Annie thinks she sees Ellen in her workshop. At a support group for those who have lost loved ones, Annie revealed that growing up, the rest of her family suffered from a variety of mental illnesses that resulted in their deaths. Annie forces Peter to take Charlie to a party with him. Unsupervised, Charlie eats cake containing nuts, which he is allergic to, and falls into anaphylactic shock. On the way to the hospital, Charlie partially climbs out of the window to get air. Peter swerves to avoid a dead animal and Charlie is decapitated by a telephone pole. The family grieves following Charlie's funeral, heightening tension between Annie and Peter. Peter is afflicted by Charlie's presence around the house. Annie is befriended by a support group member, Joan. Annie tells her she used to sleepwalk and recounts an incident in which she woke up in Peter's bathroom to find herself, Peter and Charlie covered in paint thinner with a lit match in her hand. Joan teaches Annie to perform a seance to communicate with Charlie. Seance is a meeting at which people attempt to make contact with the dead. In a nightmare, Annie reveals to Peter that she tried to abort him when she was pregnant. Awake, she convinces her family to attempt the seance. But Charlie seemingly possesses her until Steve douses her with water. Annie suspects that Charlie's spirit has become malevolent. She throws Charlie's sketchbook into the fireplace, but her sleeve also begins to burn. She retrieves it and heads to Joan's apartment for advice. But Joan's has vanished. Annie goes through her mother's things and finds a photo album linking Joan to Ellen and a book with information about a demon named Paimon, who wishes to inhabit the body of a vulnerable male host. In the attic, Annie finds a decapitated body she believes to be Ellen with a strange symbol on the wall. Peter is seemingly possessed at school and breaks his own nose. Annie reveals to Steve her mother's body and the sketchbook, but Steve suspects Annie as desecrating Ellen's grave herself. Annie begs Steve to burn the sketchbook so she can sacrifice herself to stop the haunting. Steve refuses. Annie tosses the book into the fireplace and Steve is burned alive. Annie grieves but then is possessed. Peter awakens to find his father's body horribly burnt and is chased by the possessed Annie into the attic, which is decorated with gold imagery. Annie levitates and beheads herself with a piano wire as naked coven members look on. Peter jumps out of the window to escape and is knocked unconscious. The same light experienced by Charlie and Peter earlier floats down and enters Peter's body as he wakes up. Peter follows Annie's levitating corpse into Charlie's treehouse, where Charlie is crowned. Decapitated head rests atop a mannequin. John, other coven members, and the headless corpses of his mother and grandmother bow to him. John greets him as both Charlie and Paimon, stating that he has been liberated from his female host and is now free to rule over them. The rating of the movie is really confusing because according to the IMDb, the rating is 7.7, whereas according to the Rotten Tomatoes, it is rated 89%, in contrast with the audience score, which is 58%. So, on a scale of 10, I'm going to rate this movie 6. Because most of the scenes of this movie are censored in Asia. It is an A-rated movie, but still they have excluded all the disturbing scenes, which made the movie hard to understand in theaters. The budget of the movie was 10 million and they have earned 61.2 million from the box office. The movie has done a great business, but according to me, it wasn't that good. During pre-production, writer and director Ari Aster often referred to the film not as a horror film, but rather a tragedy that curdles into a nightmare. So now I'm going to summarize my review, in which I'm going to mention all the things that I have noticed throughout the movie. The atmosphere, direction, and location of the movie was really good. Even the characters of the movie were really creepy according to the genre of the movie. But the story was really confusing for the people to understand, especially for the Asians, because the movie is already censored in the theaters. Guys, this was my review and rating on the movie Hereditary. You can also give your reviews and rating in the comment section down below. Please like my video and subscribe to my channel, and click the bell icon for more updates.